So, people ask me if I can tell when someone's lying or pretending, feigning, or malingering symptoms, and I absolutely can. In fact, I'm an expert at that. I know mental illness so well, I can tell when someone's faking it. And there's actually tests for that. And it takes a lot of years of training and a skill set to know, to understand it and see it and to evaluate it. But I do have malingering assessments, and there are specific things that people do when they're lying about memory, lying about psychosis, and there's reasons why everyone lies, but malingering is lying for secondary gain, and it can be specific to them getting some external reward. So I've dealt with the most violent offenders facing charges like murder, rape, and everything underneath that, and civil cases where people want millions of dollars, to things lying for disability, or getting SSI income, or lying for trying to get psychiatrically hospitalized. So I've seen it at all different levels, and I have given a lot of different malingering assessments. And if you are interested in forensic psychology, forensics is a specialty, and you will be taught forensic assessments in your doctorate school program. And I specifically sought out that training. So over the last 10 years, I worked on that and assessed it across different sites that I've worked at. And so I've worked in areas where I'm working with very deceptive people, criminals, high in psychopathy, antisocial behaviors, narcissistic personalities, or a lot of different things. So where I'm typically going to see it more often than not. And there's a certain qualifications you want to have to give a malingering diagnosis, but I take it very serious. Someone can also be malingering, not lingering, maybe, but they can be lying about one thing, but it doesn't mean everything they're saying is not true. People can have a mental illness and also be malingering, lying about certain symptoms. It can get complicated, and it takes years to study and understand. And then there are people that are not very sophisticated who malinger, and it's just very obvious. And all of my clinical assessment tools also have lie detection scales in it. And then I have specific forensic scales that will test certain things. And then I have specific malingering assessments that look at very specific things. So it's a very, it's something you would study in school and understand malingering very well. Once you understand how people lie like that, then you just see it very clearly. It's like having glasses. You have a sharper vision and you see it very clearly and very distinctly. And it's very helpful because I've worked in a lot of different situations where the skill set's very useful. On a lower level, you'll see it with psychiatric patients lying or feigning, making up excuses, trying to pretend to be something they're not just to get 3 hots in a cot. And they can threaten to hurt you, all kinds of different things. And then there's just so many ways they can manipulate, even just to get, it's so interesting. I could do a whole master class on this. And maybe I will, because I'm actually going to take 2 interns from Alliant International University coming up in 2024. They're going to get to train with me. And so if you are from Alliant, give me a shout out. I will be looking at interviewing 2 interns that are really interested in forensic training with me. And yeah, it'll be fun. So Comment below if you're interested in learning more about forensics, forensic assessments, or let me know where you're at in school, or if you go to Alliant and you want to apply to my practicum site. I will be doing interviews in early 2024.